Chapter 2. So, the king summoned his guards and ordered to put his wife in prison. She went with them without any resistance, only turning once to look lovingly at her husband as she was led away. When Veerabhuja returned to his own palace, he received a message from Ashulekha begging to meet him, as she wanted to tell him something very important. The king consented at once, thinking to himself, perhaps she has found out that what she told me about my dear Gunavara is not true. Great then was his disappointment when the wicked woman told him she had discovered a plot against his life. The son of Gunavara and some of the chief men of the kingdom, she said, had agreed together to kill him, so that Shringabhuja might reign in his stead. The young prince, she declared, had had some trouble in persuading the nobles to help him, but he had succeeded at last. Veerabhuja simply could not believe the story, for he trusted his son as much as he loved him, and he sent Yashulekha away, telling her not to dare to meet him again. But just to put his mind at ease, the king had Shringabhuja carefully watched, but nothing against him was found, and this made him think to go to see his wife, who was in prison, and ask her to confide in him. Then something happened which led him to fear that after all his dear son was not true, and this fear made him uneasy. The king had a wonderful arrow set with precious jewels, which had been given to him by a magician, and had the power of hitting without fail at whatever it was aimed at, from however great the distance. The very day he had meant to visit his ill-treated wife, he lost this arrow from the place in which he kept it concealed. This distressed him very much, and after seeking it in vain, he summoned all those who were employed in the palace and asked if any of them knew anything about the arrow. He promised that he would forgive anyone who will help him to get it back, even if it were the thief himself, but added that if it was not found in 3 days, he would have all the servants beaten until the one who had stolen it confessed.